The best advice I can give with regards to getting into video production and journalism is to be tenacious and not to give up. Because I can't tell you the amount of times when my friends or my family would say to me, do you not want to try something a bit easier to get into? You know, it's a very difficult industry to crack into and there's very few opportunities. And that's true, it is. But you really just have to have that determination to keep going. It might involve 2 or 3 years in retail, you know, it might involve, you know, a couple of years doing something that you don't really want to do to get where you want to be in the long run. But if you have the determination to keep going, to keep applying, keep sending those CVs out time and time again, you know, eventually you can get noticed. You know, I'm not guaranteeing it's going to work out for everybody, but I mean, I'm here and I spent about 4 years after I graduated trying to get into the industry, but I'm here now. So, you know, it can happen if you're patient, if you're willing to put in the time and the hours. So don't give up, be determined, and don't let anybody ever tell you that you can't do it, because you definitely can if you try. Also, I would say you have to create your own opportunities. A lot of people are just waiting for, you know, somebody to come and give them a call to the door to get knocking. But the thing is, there's a lot of people out there who are making short films on the weekends, doing wedding videos, doing sort of like, you know, small jobs here and there where they can find them, you know, and those are the people who are going to get where they want to be. If you're just sitting there at home wishing someone would call you, it's not going to happen. But if you're saying, you know what, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to make opportunities for myself, you know, get in touch with people, find like-minded people who are also interested in the same thing, you know, keep active, you know. The best thing I found was getting out on the weekends and just making lots of creative short films, getting the showreel built up, you know, find competitions, find film festivals, get your stuff out there, you know, and keep trying, because you can only improve your skill set. And every time you make something, it doesn't matter what it is, your skill set is going to get better, you're going to learn from your mistakes, and you're going to keep going in the right direction. So a combination of not giving up and also making sure that you're not just sitting on your bum waiting for someone to call you, because that's not going to happen. So a lot of the people you meet are very different. I mean, one of the things I found with this job is that you can interview people from all different walks of life. So you could be mothers talking about postnatal depression. It could be young children talking about, you know, their little art project they've done at school. It could be people who have, you know, an intense knowledge of history but aren't necessarily very good on camera. So it's a combination of all those things. You can't really have a one size fits all. I'll say that again. You can't really have a one size fits all kind of approach when dealing with everybody that you're going to meet, because everybody's different. I think the key thing is to remember that people are people. They're not just subjects. They're not just people that you stick a camera lens on and, you know, they go. It's a case of you have to build a rapport, you have to build a relationship, you know, keep that in mind. And if you treat people with respect and make them feel comfortable by taking a genuine interest in them rather than just turning up, shooting and going away again, you know, they'll respond to that and you can find the story that you want to tell. I wouldn't go out and interview someone because, you know, you've been told to and you need X to fit Y in your narrative. I'd go out and think, why is this person interesting, you know, and what makes them unique? Find the things that makes them tick and draw that out of them. And if you can build that relationship and that rapport and find those interesting things about them, then you're going to be in a much better position with a much better person on camera. And be patient, because some people are quite stuttery. So yeah. You know, it's weird because a lot of people said, do you have to go to uni? I think I've learned far more out of uni than I ever did in uni, but that's not because I think I thought necessarily in the course, because I learned a lot in the course that I did at university. The thing is that you learn a lot from different people, different skill sets. One of the best things you can do is go out there and film with other people, see their skills and see what they do. You know, if you just do a degree course and you think that's going to be enough, it's not. Because there's loads of people out there who've done exactly the same thing as you and they've got exactly the same bit of paper. You don't stand out. But if you know, make the effort to do stuff in your own time, put yourself in every different position that there is, you know, do some editing, do some camera work, you know, do some directing, do some lighting, do some boom micing, you know, get an appreciation for every single role. And once you've done that, then, you know, you can understand the challenges that's involved and how it all fits together. And it means that when you deal with people, you know, you have much greater respect for their responsibilities and their roles. But don't just think, I want to be an editor and just think I can just learn Final Cut and that's fine, because, you know, There's a million people with Final Cut, but all those people know what's involved in every other aspect of the job, so I'd keep that in mind. I feel personally that every person's an accumulation of their own individual experiences, so you can't really go back and tell your past self, you know, you should have done this or you should have done that. I mean, we all have things that we wish we'd done differently, but you learn from those mistakes. So I think even if, you know, you're in a position where you could go back and talk to your younger self and say, you know, I should have done that more, it's good that you can't, because then you might have gone down a different path and you might not be, you know, doing the same thing. It's good to learn from your mistakes. Listen to your peers and take advice from people who know more than you, but I wouldn't want to go and change anything personally.